Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scary Scouts and Pirates of the Caribbean film series. Simon Pyramid here. Today is the last day of August. Today is Tuesday, August 31st, 2021. Rancho Del Arroyo console of Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 and Gamer Day. So we just restarted the new game on the Yukon Flying for Once for Time, one for each of them about the Leighton Lake, Rancho Del Arroyo, Park Fernando's, Silver's Peaks, Quadricolinas, Vuhonga Savannas, Hirschfeldens, Mavet Taigas, and Tierra Aurora National Park. So for right now, final here. So this is finally here for 9 species of animals. So story missions for Salvatore. There I will tell you about the couple of things about the story missions only. So once and for all the things about found out for the community updates, all these concerned about last 11 days ago. So it's my possibility. It looks about sometimes they have the remorse of the works for now. So those things about all these things when I'm concerned about started working about concerning about the 7 species of the Yukon Valley, and so I did that about looking around to see the harvesting screens. So for the grizzly bears, gray wolves, plains bisons, caribous, moose, red foxes, and harlequin ducks, and that should be the 10 missions, the stories missions only. So I feel definitely I just wanted to the recountations. So I just wanted to as far as I'm concerned about this or about the Planet A's. So as far as that was exactly where I was supposed to be. So Rancho Del Arroyo came out for about probably about the past 2 months ago, which is the after the delay in about news today about July 9th. So we've been fixed. So we've been to fix the consoles and problems today. It's done for now. So ATVs, the metrics and imperials, and 100-meter straights are safe lines. All these went on concerns. So I've replaced this idea about the neutral lines or the storylines are those for the missions. So those for the missions to do so about the 10 reserves around there for the world map. If I look up to the sea about the Mexican bobcats, coyotes, white-tailed deers, mule deers, color peccaries, antelope jackrabbits, Rio Grande turkeys, ringneck pheasants, and bighorn sheeps. So basically, we don't bring it. So basically, if it updates, If it updates, doesn't need the doll, doesn't need the Barbary sheep, Mexican wolf, mountain lions, plains bisons, coos deers, bodger deers, and the black bears. Which means we can't do that anymore. So there's only 9 species. There's only 9 species, just like you hear, Rancho Wheels, Silver's Peaks, and Vuhonga Savannas. So that thing was the studio on the reserve was watching in the Quadricolinas, and so basically it's mostly to have the curators and the director, the reservers, and the reserves to the curators of the Leighton Lake, Yukon Valley, Silver's Peaks, Park Fernando's, Mavet Taigas, and the Tierra Aurora National Parks. So I basically it goes to the right side. So I do have the confirmations. That's my brother and friend, and that's my brother and friend. So always climbing around the stairs to the hallway, and I was just about to just playing about the story missions only for about so like I said, we don't need side missions or Rancho Del Arroyo for sometimes to the guests of the pair. Sometimes we got to the confirmations for the guests in the Paris. And it looks like it about but thankful. Where it looks like about the thankful about the mule deers, the white-tailed deers, the whole lot of the populations, all things that we're concerned about coyotes around the 12 regions. It includes the Mexican bobcats that have eight regions. Somehow about the white-tailed deers is temporarily at about 5 regions. Mule deers and 7 regions. Some stills the bighorn sheeps from Silver Peaks, mule deers from Park Fernando's, whitetails and coyotes from Leighton Lake. Mexican bobcat looks like colorful species of the gray wolf of Yukon Valley, brown bear, ambervat taiga, fallow deer, the Hirschfelden, Sika deer, and Tiara Rora, and Bezetti ibex, Iberian mufflon, and quadricolinus, and Park Fernando's and Pima and Park Fernando. I have to still make it about the choice of all things when I'm concerned about for you guys to play the game. It's also to have $8 to 47%. You guys, so you guys got the minimum wait for the confirmation about for the starters in the new game. And as far as I'm concerned about this, about Plan A's, so Wooly. So even at the advanced size in the quarter histories, all this concern about 12 regions around the 9 species of animals, four animals returning, and the Leighton Lake, Silver Peaks, and sometimes the Park Fernandos of really exactly what's gonna have to make an official as a happy fun to for the hunt to call of the wild. So we're about to be thankful to the special spectacular place about the mule deer once it came for the third reserves today, but reserves for now. We're just gonna direct the deer range map for the white-tailed deers in the North United States and America, Mexico, Canada, and Canada. It is a process. It could be the couple more deer species on North America. I know sometimes that could be once for more for this couple different species of the hunting reserve wants to be friendly. The other some they reintroducing themselves to reintroduce and befriend themselves to each other's for fallow deers, roe deers, rooster deer, sandbar deer, red deers, sika deers, narrow deers, which introduced themselves from Japan, which is a sika deer, which is a sika deers, black-tailed deers, bodger deers, white-tailed deers, Colombian white-tailed deers, and Roosevelt elk, Rocky Mountain elk, Merriam elk, Manitoban elk, and Easter elk, and east of the western elk. So there could be a lot of elks and more around there for the Canada and U.S. A lot of elk species all around there is the 50 states, and that's a we're sure to get to the call of the wild for the 10 reserves today. So we'll get one of the new clues that are about for the next about 2 months. As far as my concern about November 30th, about the clues without the new map. I know sometimes about the December 30th, 2021. As far as my concern about teaser trailers as to the sneak peek about the 20 seconds ago during an Australian hunting resource or Savannah Plain or the African Plains African hunting resource on Savannah Plains. So I noticed to who they are. So we need to know. So we need to know about some. So I do that the scarecrow today about putting the wooden sodas, the wooden table set by the two Sprite sodas, and the one clues and the one clues. So I've been definitely to see that the Australian hunting reserves, even it still has about camos, feral goats, rooster deer, sandbar deer, fallow deer, dingo, red fox, Australian ducks, Australian goose, and European hares and jackrabbits. And it doesn't have it, and so make sure not to worry about it. And I know some things about the one of the choose ones about the Arctic hunting reserves today and British Columbia or Ontario, Yukon Northwest Yukon territories and Manitoba, or that could be British Columbia. So that thinks it could be still have about the one clue for the time. So one clue for one for time for a reserver as a new map. I have a subplaces idea about the story missions only today about probably February 2022 until the next year took it all things that were about 6 months. So everything's could be about Pacific Rim on Pacific Rim during this the regions. So what we're thinking about the animal species returns and unique species. It's as far as I am concerned. So I do have the class 1 and the class 1 through 9. If I do have mollards, gadwalls, harlequin ducks, cinnamon tails, it wishes to include red fox, Arctic fox, and coyotes, wishes to include Canadian lynx. So we got to so. I know some things they introduce themselves for Central Europe and Spain, Central Europe. They do have the roe deers, fallow deers, stone sheep, bighorn sheeps, Dall sheeps, mountain goats, gray wolf, cougars, mule deers, black-tailed deers, Sitka deer, white-tailed deers, moose, brown bears, black bears, grizzly bears, spirit bears, Roosevelt elk, or even the goat. Even they have the Rocky Mountain elk. Even includes Manitoban elk, and which is instead about Olympic elk. So I basically, it's a lot about still have some 9 species to do. They do have, if it does have it about muskox, plains bisons, wood bisons, and it does have about the Unix here about snowshoe hares, which is having to talked about it, black-tailed jackrabbits, white-tailed jackrabbits, and the cotton-tailed rabbits, and white-tailed ptarmigans. Even though it's a Canada goose, I'm not sure about the during the one clue for one time for the new map. So I have to choose one of the each size for about Australian hunting reserves, Africans about Australian reserves, African reserves, and Canadian reserves, which is about British Columbia, right beside the Pacific Northwest. Even though both Washington, Oregon, British Columbia, and Alaska and Hawaii, and including California and Nevada State. Which is we're gonna have to we repeated that until 2 months after the Thanksgiving. So, all right, guys, Rancho Del Arroyo came today. Congratulations for Senka and Megs. God bless for you too. Thank you so much for the fixing those the repairers of. We just have apologized already. We're just having you guys do good to go. So ATV lights should be fixed, and controllers and metrics and Imperials are good of it, and Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 so also to do good of it today. And may God bless you. We were never again to be delayed again for a long time. We're delayed again 100 times for a long time. And so we will never get frustrated again with those because of a lot of people about we do this overheated about last month ago. So don't forget to hit the button to subscribe to more content, including Twitter, Instagrams, Facebook, Google Vine cameras, the Hunter visuals on the Twitters, and Conquer Stories and Conquer Talk. And however, you guys do that on Instagrams or Twitters and make sure don't forget to subscribe to more contents, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams, the Facebooks, the YouTubers, and like to commit to descriptions and subscribe to watch over about Flinters, Ramen Tubes, DG33s, Whiskies, Jackie DK, Jackson Beard, Scarecrows, The Lone Gamers, Lady Legend XOs, there was Anna Spencer Worlds, which is about and included a sub of product owners. Product owners is product owner Megs and Sanka. Alright guys. God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming, guys. And the hunter caller Ryan came today for Rancho Del Arroyo, guys. Mexican Sonoran Deserts. Have fun to the Sonoran Desert. I love Sonoran Desert, guys. That's called the Mexican Desert. Inizan Yorta. I love it, guys. Feel free to watch playing those games today for the stream today. Do not forget. Keep it rich, mateys. So, God bless you all. 120 days. So farewell to say goodbye to 2021 the summer. The May 1st to August 31st. Good luck for you guys. God bless you all. Amen.